Black history, Africa history, DORE NUMA, the first 419 in the history of Nigeria. It was this Itzakiri man who as an agent first leased Warri City lands to the British government in 1908, from Ogbi Iho and Agbasa lands. But was DORE NUMA a native of Warri City? No. He was a native of Odogene village in the Benin River. He was approached as an agent, not the owner. But most of the lands he leased resulted into court cases, because he claimed them to be Olu lands. This was because there was no Olu then, and he was appointed by the British as a warrant chief to represent the Itzakiri people since there was no Olu. This he did so that he could collect all the proceeds of the leases into his pocket. All the lands he leased, whether Urhobo, Ijaw, or Itzakiri lands, ended up in court cases as the real owners challenged him that the lands were not Olu lands. He leased Ogbi Ijo lands, Ijaw. He leased Agbasa lands, Urhobo. He leased Ogidigben lands, Itzakiri. He leased Sapel lands, Urhobo. He leased Ogara lands, Urhobo. When he was alive, he did not lose any case. Why? Because he was power exemplified in the Warri province, later Delta province. He was the paramount chief of the Warri province, the last person you meet before you get to the resident British. He was the executive traditional head. He was the head of the Warri Native Court of Appeal, in other words, the chief judge of the state in customary and land matters. He was also a lawmaker. He was the only member in the whole of the South that was a member of the Nigerian National Council of 1914, formed by Lord Lugard. So he was a chief judge, a federal minister, a governor, and a parliamentarian. And most of these appointments came directly from England, for he was a recipient of the King's Medal in 1907. He was given this position because he helped betrayed Nana in 1894, by showing the British a secret route to enter Ebrahimi. He also did that against Oba Ovan Ranwin in 1897. He was able to win all these cases, because he was dealing with a population that was highly illiterate. When he knows that he would lose a case, he will opt to use legal technicalities made by the rules of court, which he knows very well but which his victims